Hi friends, Rebecca here, the Dragon Librarian from Farmington Community Library, and Kala and I are here today to talk about some really awesome books that I think you might enjoy. So, books can be many different things, but what they should be are mirrors, windows, and sliding glass doors. And what I mean by that is, for a book to be a mirror, when you read a book, you should be able to read it and see something of yourself in that book. It should be able to help you understand yourself better and understand your life experiences better. But it should also be a window. You should also be able to look into a book while you're reading it and see an experience of somebody else, to live through somebody else's shoes. But most importantly, books should be a sliding glass door so that not only can you look into it and see somebody else's life, but you can immerse yourself in it by stepping through and really understand and empathize with other people's life experiences. So, because of this, for the next 2 weeks, I really wanted to focus on diverse books and books that are written by authors of color. So the first one I have today is called The Girl with the Louding Voice. And this is by Abby Dare. The Girl with the Louding Voice. I love this cover. So this is about a young girl named Adumi who is 14 years old and living in Nigeria. And what she wants more than anything else is an education. And because she's the only daughter of a poor farmer, she's a very high-priced commodity with her family. She's married off and then she's sold, and she goes through all these experiences. She's told she's nothing, basically, but she never gives up hope, and she never stops fighting to gain what she wants most, which is that education. She's determined to find her voice. She will not be silenced, and she will speak for herself and for all the other girls that will follow in her footsteps. This book, I won't lie, it is very painful to read. There's a lot of really hard things that happen in this book to Adumi that you have to watch her go through. But the fact that she never gives up hope and the fact that she is always fighting for herself is just so uplifting and beautiful. It's an amazing, amazing story, and it will definitely make you never take education for granted again. That I can assure you. It's just a fantastically written book. And again, that's called The Girl with the Louding Voice. So next we have The Water Dancer by Ta-Nehisi Coates. Isn't that another striking cover? Look at that cover. It's absolutely amazing. Now, the thing that's really special about this book is it's historical fiction, but it has a touch of magic in it too. If you've read the book Practical Magic, or basically anything that Alice Hoffman has ever written, it's sort of like that, where it's a book that takes place about a real story in a contemporary or historical setting, but there are touches of magic in it. So what this book is about a man named Hiram who was born into slavery. When his mother was sold when he was very young, he lost all memories of her immediately, and was given instead this great and magical power. Now, years later, Hiram almost drowns, but this power actually saves him. And it shows him what he has to do next, which is basically he needs to escape this life, he needs to escape the slave life, and to help other people do it as well. Oh, this book is absolutely fantastic. It has to do with the Underground Railroad. Harriet Tubman makes an appearance. It's so beautifully written, and it's very dense. You just want to take your time with this book when you're reading it because you don't want to miss out on anything. It's just perfect. And again, that's called The Water Dancer. Now, as usual, I saved the best for last. This last book is called The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin. Now, I love, love, love N.K. Jemisin. She is one of my favorite contemporary fantasy authors. And this is actually an urban fantasy, which means it takes place in today's time and place with fantastical elements in it. So basically, what this book is about is it asserts that every city, every major city, has a soul. And that soul is embodied within a person. There's a person who is an avatar for that city, embodies all the things that make that city unique. Well, New York is a little bit different. Let me just read you this little excerpt on the blurb, which will give you a little bit of an idea of what we're dealing with here. Every great city has a soul. Some are ancient as myths, and others are as new and destructive as children. New York City, she's got 6. That's right. This book is about New York City and how its soul is emerging. And it's not like other cities that just has 1. It has 6, based on all the distinct boroughs of the city. There's Manhattan, there's Brooklyn, there's Queens, there's the Bronx. It's the most unique story I think I've read in such a long time. It's absolutely amazing. And there are tons of diverse characters in it. It's absolutely hilarious. Even if you've never been to New York City or love New York City, you will love this book. It is not to be missed. Absolutely amazing. And again, that's called The City We Became. This is actually her newest book. I believe it came out in March. Well, that's what I have for you guys today. I hope these books sound awesome to you. If they did and you want to check them out, they are all available at Farmington Community Library, so please feel free to put them on hold and you can check them out at our curbside service. Thanks so much, friends, and have a great rest of the week.